Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Lyman Hall High School Gymnasium for a crosstown rivalry between the Sheehan Titans and the Lyman Hall Trojans in the game of boys basketball, Tom. And once again, it's that time of year when we've got a packed house here. The Titans and the Trojans ready to go at it, and it's rivalry time again.
This is definitely a true rivalry as the wins have been balanced out between the two teams in the last couple of years. We expect the same thing this season, as probably have two close games starting with tonight's game. And I believe anyone's game tonight, whoever plays better and executes better will win tonight's game.
All right, Thomas, good analysis. And for you folks at home, I'm Frank Rauchi, and my broadcast partner next to me here is Mr. Tom Lipka. On the stats tonight is Mr. Brian Doyle, and doing our camera is Mr. David Sassy. Thomas, what can you tell us about the visiting Sheehan Titan squad tonight?
Well, I had a chance to talk with Coach Joe Gaetano, who's in his second year over at Sheehan. Sheehan's overall record is 3-1. Their league record is 2-0, as their last two games have been in the league, and they've been convincing victories. A 25-point win over Derby, and a convincing 22-point victory over Cheshire. So Sheehan is on a roll, probably playing with a lot of confidence as they come into the Trojan gym tonight. Sheehan's captained by seniors Matt Cosgrove and Doug Manetta. Their leading rebounders are also Matt Cosgrove with 11 rebounds, and Gary Stanley coming in with approximately 10-11 boards per game. Scoring, they're led by, once again, Matt Cosgrove, averaging about 19 points a game. So there's a name, Frank, we're going to keep an eye on tonight.
Yeah, Thomas, he does it all.
Seems like he does it all. Joe Gaetano is the second leading scorer at 15 points a game, and also dishing out in double digits, 11 assists per game. Talking to Coach Gaetano, I asked him offensively what he has to do to win. He kind of jokingly said, we got to score a lot of points tonight. Also, they're going to have to execute their plays, try to get everyone involved. He feels his players have to be in the right spots at the right time for his plays to be executed. Offensively, he's going to want to push the ball up, look to get rebounds, and quick, fast break points. Defensively, I asked him what he has to do to win. He said, we got to stop the big guy, Pete Lynch. We got to keep his points down to a minimum. He's also a little concerned about Dan Schmidt, who can score some points offensively. He also feels that they have to keep someone on T.J. Delucia, who's the Lyman Hall point guard, as he can push the ball up and dish it very well. Frank, you had a chance to talk with the Lyman Hall coach and fill us in on what he had to say.
Yeah, I always enjoyed talking, Tommy, with Coach Paul Catino, and he's in his 10th season here at Lyman Hall. The Trojans come in with a 3-3 overall record, but more importantly, they're 2-0 in the league, and this is a league game tonight, so very important. Paul is assisted by Rich Tykotsky and Boyd Johnson. And for the Trojans, the leading scorers are Peter Lynch with 18 points per game, Dan Schmidt, 14 per game, and Sam Rizzo at 10. Nice balanced scoring for Lyman Hall, actually for both clubs. Off the boards, Lyman Hall, no surprise here, is led once again by Peter Lynch. And Peter has really come into his own this year, Tommy. You might even say this is Peter Lynch's team. As he goes, so goes the team. He does so much for our Trojans. But we're looking tonight for a big effort from Peter and the rest of the team in our own gymnasium. And when I talked to Coach Catino, I said, Paul, offensively, what do you want to do? He said, we need to push the ball. He says the Titans like to play multiple defenses, and we need to recognize those defenses once they're in them. He said, we have to be aware. And he said, offensively, we need the rebounds. We need the second shots, and we need to beat them off the boards. He also wants to pound the ball down low, but he says we're comfortable with our perimeter shooting where if they want to pack it in, we will shoot from outside, and he's confident in that. Defensively, no secret here. He needs to control Gaetano and Martinez, not only in scoring, but Coach Catino mentioned that he needs to hold their assists down because they're excellent assist men, both boys. Also, he plans to open up in a triangle and two, and so therefore it puts a lot of pressure on that triangle, Tommy. They've got to produce. He wants to try and make Sheehan operate in their half-court offense. He really wants to make them work and not get easy shots or high-percentage shots. And he really feels to accomplish and come out of this gymnasium with a victory tonight, he's got to hold down Matt Cosma. He's got to limit Cosma's rebounding and scoring ability. And that's going to probably fall on the big shoulders of Mr. Peter Lynch. But I'm sure we're going to have a good ball game tonight. We're just about ready for our starting lineups, and here they are.
Starting for Sheehan, a sophomore, number 24, Alex Martinez.
Starting for Sheehan, a sophomore, number 24, Alex Martinez, one of their big guns.
Starting at point guard for Lyman Hall, senior number 3, T.J. DeLucia.
And for the Titans, a sophomore, number 30, Gary Stanley. A multi-sport offense, Tom. A multi-sport athlete.
Starting at the other guard for Lyman Hall, number 4, junior Sam Rizzo.
For the Titans, number 44, a sophomore, Joey Gaetano.
Starting at forward for Lyman Hall, number 30, Dan Schmidt.
And for Sheehan, a senior, number 42, Doug Moneta.
Starting at another forward for Lyman Hall, senior number 53, Emmanuel Minnick.
And for Sheehan, a senior, number 52, Matt Cosma.
And Lyman Hall's all everything, number 54, senior at center, Pete Lynch.
Well, Tom, we're prepared for a real good ball game here tonight, and I might mention to our folks at home, Lyman Hall is 3-3, but that's pretty deceptive because the Trojans started off at 0-3. They lost heartbreakers to Maloney and North Haven and could easily have come in here 6-0 or 5-1. So the Trojans are on a 3-game winning streak, and right now we'll keep it right here for our national anthem.
What so proudly we hail at the twilight gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the comfort we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets ran, among fanting air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet waves, for the land was our friend, and the home as
Well, I don't know if you fans at home could really hear clearly that national anthem, but it was sung wonderfully by Gina Sassy, and I might say daughter of our cameraman, Thomas,
Excellent point.
David Sassy.
Number 24 is Alex Martinez, 30 Gary Stanley, 44 Joey Gaetano,
And on our public address announcements, Tommy, Steve Hogue is once again announcing the starting lineups, getting the crowd prepared for the game. And let me take this opportunity once again to mention to our folks at home that Steve Hogue won National Assistant Football Coach of the Year, and that's a great honor, and I'd like to extend my congratulations to Steve and his family. And we're just about ready to start. And Brian Doyle, our refs for tonight's game.
Referees for tonight's game are Pat Paulson and Rich McGinnis.
And we're ready for the jump ball. Cosma jumping against Peter Lynch. Peter gets the better of it. Lyman Hall ball. T.J. DeLucia brings it into the front court. Big Pete with the first shot, no good. Trojans down with the basketball, and here comes Gaetano. Cosma the shot, Lynch the block. Trojan basketball. Yeah. Rizzo with a nice pass into the paint. The shot is up and no good by Dan Schmidt, and Lyman Hall retains possession.
Both teams looking to push the ball early. We have a very up-tempo game here in the early going. Let's see if we keep up that pace for the whole game.
DeLucia looks over the defense up top. Lyman Hall being patient here. DeLucia for Trey. No good. Peter Lynch with the ball. And Lynch, in jostling for position, trying to get off a shot, turns it over with a travel. Sheehan basketball.
Lyman Hall opening up in a three-quarter court press, sort of a soft press, looking probably to trap the ball in the corners.
Gaetano with a nice pass into the front court. Yeah. Well, the first shot was by Gary Stanley, no good, but Cosma makes the putback good, and he'll be going to the line to complete the three-point play.
There's a name I'm sure we're mentioning a lot tonight, Frank. He's the Sheens, everything over that side of town.
Well, Tom, we've got a nice battle underneath because both squads are led by their senior centers. So we've got a nice battle in the paint tonight.
Sheehan also opening up with a press, a little bit more aggressive than Lyman Hall's press. And Lyman Hall had difficulty in their first possession. See if they can do a little better job this time.
Coach Catino said, Tommy, Sheehan likes to mix up its defenses, and you got to recognize them.
Nice look by
Oh! And Peter Lynch shakes the rafters on a nice pass from Emmanuel Minnick. 3-2, Sheehan lead. A nice smart move by Gaetano. He got off a shot, but more importantly, he made sure he got the contact. He knew he'd either make the basket, or get the foul shots, or both. Smart heads-up basketball play.
Well, for you viewers out there, Joey Gaetano is only a sophomore, but he, as a freshman last year, he did play a lot of varsity action. So for a sophomore, he is tested.
Oh, Coach, he amazed us last year. Very much like Bryn Gingras did in our first game tonight.
Correct.
As a freshman, you're amazed at the skills that they bring to the gym. And here's Gaetano, a sophomore, already playing like a senior. Makes a nice, smooth deuce. And Sheehan enjoys a three-point lead. And incidentally, Tommy, for our fans at home, Scott Signor, who's had an ankle injury for the last 4 weeks, will return to see action tonight for the first time. So that's a big plus for the Trojans.
Scott Signor is probably the Trojans' most proficient three-point scorer.
And we've missed him, Tommy, because this is really going to be his first opportunity of the year to see action. DeLucia, long on the tray. Well, you know, Tommy, the Sheehan crowd throwing up the traditional airball chant, but give TJ a little time, and
I'm sure. Well,
I say he'll be raining a couple of trays.
I'm sure we'll respond with a favor sometime at point during this game. A little pushing and shoving going on down underneath between Minnick, Lyman Hall, and number 42, Doug Monetta for Sheehan.
Oh, yeah, a lot of activity in the blue, Tom. And, you know, Tommy, funny thing, of course, I always wish our boys well, you know, the day of the game, and I ran into Peter Lynch in the cafeteria first thing this morning. And kidding around with him, I said, Pete, you know, we hate to lose to Sheehan. I said, if I have my choice between a root canal and losing to Sheehan, I'd take the root canal. And he got a laugh, but there was that little gleam in his eye, Tommy, where I think he felt like saying, me too, Coach. Trojan opportunity, no good. Here come the Titans. Oh, nice block by Rizzo. And I'll tell you right now, Stanley very wisely fouls Peter Lynch because he looked like he was going to cram it through the cords, Tom. Good play by Gary Stanley.
Smart move. Putting Pete Lynch on the line, making him earn his 2 points.
Yep, because that was a definite deuce. And Peters first is good. Second, no good. Cosma down with a strong board, boxed out well, and here come the Titans. And Tommy, I like the way this Martinez handles the ball. I mean, we've known that. Oh! And Tommy, that time Gaetano gave him a little arm fake over the head and then put up the shot, and down it went.
Gaetano and Rizzo were pushing and shoving just moments before that.
Nice drive by T.J. DeLucia for a strong, aggressive deuce. Tommy, as I said, don't give T.J. too much room because he'll burn you. But Tommy, to get back to what I was saying before, Martinez's handling of the ball takes a lot of pressure off of Gaetano. And that time a three-point basket by Matt Cosma, and the Titans have jumped out to a 6-point lead early.
The big men went way out there that time, and little front rim action helped Sheehan get the 3 points there, but it seems to be doing everything for the Titans. Rebounding, scoring. We'll have to keep an eye on him tonight.
Tom, that time the Sheehan strategy defensively was obvious. They're collapsing on Pete Lynch inside, but Pete makes them pay. 4-point Sheehan lead. Yeah, nice work by the Titans.
Nice ball movement. Ball never touched the floor in that sequence.
Yeah. Nice pass from Moneta to Cosma, and Cosma converts. Rizzo with a turnaround, no good. Here comes Gaetano. Whoa! Big Matt Cosma with another deuce, and he's having a wonderful game tonight early.
Credit Joe Gaetano with a nice no-look pass. Without that, the basket would never went in.
Good call, Coach. Good work by the Titan offensive squad. Nice work by the Trojans, but
Pete Lynch has to use the glass on that sequence.
Tom, this game has been helter-skelter. We have been going up and down the court. And I'll tell you right now, at the 2:34 mark of our first quarter, I think our fans have got their money's worth already.
Very few opportunities in the early going to set up a play and see what develops. I think Lyman is going to have a chance now. Scott Signora has checked into the game, Coach.
And
hopefully give Lyman a
right,
spark.
Coach. Good spot. Enter the game. Scott Signora, our long-distance specialist, and let's see if Scott can get back to his old tricks. Danny Schmidt, no good.
Pete Lynch established excellent inside position when the shot went up. Credit him with a nice play.
Yep. You're right, Tommy. He beat the Titans on the board with good positioning. He wasn't boxed out, and it's Trojan basketball. Yeah. And talk about making an impact. Mr. Signora is into the game for less than 30 seconds, and he's already on the board.
That's got to be a big boost for his confidence. His first shot of the season.
And that time, Tommy, the ref missed a hook by Joey Gaetano. Joey wanted to make sure TJ didn't get to that ball, hooked him. In a sense, Tommy, when the ref's got his back to you, it's a good play.
That's right.
Cosma, no good. Yeah. Sheehan Titans.
Who's 12? Jay Nolan. 50 instead of 12.
Okay. We've just been informed by our statistician, Brian Doyle, that Jay Knowlton has changed numbers. Knowlton is wearing number 12 tonight. Sheehan in the forecourt. No good, and there's the turnover. Backcourt Titans. Lyman Hall basketball. Sheehan enjoying a 5-point lead at the 1:17 mark of our first quarter.
Well, yeah, chance for Lyman Hall to set up offensively. Let's see if get the ball back to Scott Signor. Although it seems like Sheehan has been someone, number 15 for Sheehan, seems to be playing some kind of box-to-one on Signor. Smart move on the Titans.
Yep. And that time, Peter Lynch got the ball down low, wheeled, and he was fouled by Jay Knowlton. And Peter's going to get 2 shots here. Tom, the Titans have already picked up 5 personal fouls. That could be a telltale statistic as this half winds down. Trojans have only committed 2. Big discrepancy.
Big discrepancy.
Lynch readying the second. And that's good. Oh, no doubt about it. Brian just commented how Peter has improved from the line, and he is playing very well. And there's Cosma down low again. And the big fella makes Lyman Hall pay once again, and he'll be going to the line for the 3-point play.
Coach Gaetano warned us earlier that he could do everything, and Frank, I believe he showed us everything so far in this first quarter.
Oh, Tommy, I love this atmosphere here. We've got a packed gym. You can hear and feel the electricity in this gymnasium. Cosma completes the 3-point play. 5-point Sheehan lead.
Every possession, the crowd is into the game. Every basket, the crowd's cheering.
Love it, Tom. There's probably no better money bargain than high school athletics.
You got it.
DeLucia with a nice aggressive move to the hoop. And he drew the foul, and TJ will be going to the line for 2 shots.
His second personal foul. TJ DeLucia to the foul line for 2 shots.
And having entered the game for the Titans is number 22, Brian Dion. And taking a little bit of pine time is number 12, Jay Knowlton. And also into the game for the Titans, Tommy, is number 15, Bill Masnio. And having entered the game for Lyman Hall is number 23, Chris Roble. Nice rebound by Roble. He makes his presence felt right away.
Roble's a sophomore. This is probably the biggest game he's been ever involved in his high school career. Good response early.
And that time TJ pulled up, Tommy, about 12 feet out. Went up, left his feet, sensed he was going to draw the foul, and got off the shot very wisely.
TJ DeLucia is a senior, and he really hasn't seen much varsity action previously, but you wouldn't know watching him in the early going here.
Yeah. Tom, TJ's only been on the squad for the last 2 years. He elected not to play and concentrate on soccer in his first 2 years, but he's an athlete and a darn good basketball player. TJ makes the first good. And second, clean and smooth. 3-point Sheehan lead. We got ourselves a ball game.
We do.
Yeah, we've got a double dribble. Chalked up to number 22, Brian Dion, and it's Trojan basketball. And we've got a hold on Bill Masnio, and Sam Rizzo's going to be going to the line.
A lot of rough play out here in the early going. It's important for the referees to call that and not let that get away, or else later on it could develop into something a little bit more serious.
Coach, my mistake. I said that Rizzo would be going to the line, but it's TJ DeLucia. And DeLucia, once again, nothing but net. Whittles that Sheehan lead to 2 points.
DeLucia with some nice form, very relaxed, bends his knees very well. Let's hope he can cut it to 1. Yes.
Tom, he's 4 for 4 from the line. He's got an unusual little hop at the end of his motion. Real nice motion with an unusual hop. A little hop at the end. 13 seconds left on the game clock of our first quarter. Masnio, no good. Trojan basketball. And Tom, the Trojans have to be happy with this first quarter. They've been outplayed, but the clock shows a 1-point Titan lead. Oh! TJ DeLucia just put up a coast-to-coast shot, and it almost went. That's the end of our first quarter with a score of Sheehan 20, Lyman Hall 19. And we'll be back with our second quarter's action after a brief public service message from WPS.
Yeah, just like that. TJ got put on him. See that? And then you knocked to the floor.
Yeah.
It's been a rough quarter.
Yeah.
And the cameraman even got knocked down.
Tom, is Scott Signor injured?
He was his first game back.
Okay, all right. Frank, letting some of the rough stuff go, aren't they?
Well, welcome back, everyone. We're almost ready for the second quarter action here in the Lyman Hall Gymnasium. We've got a score of the Sheehan Titans 20, the Lyman Hall Trojans 19, and a Sheehan basketball.
Right, we just saw probably one of the most physical quarters of action here at the Lyman Hall Gymnasium in a while. Both teams pushing and shoving, and let's hope things get back down to serious basketball here in the second quarter.
Having entered the game for the Titans is number 33, Chad Jeremy. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Tom.
I believe you are.
Foul number 22.
You know, I ought to know my Italian Paisan names by now, but I believe it is Jeremy. I believe I'm right.
Emmanuel minutes to the foul line to shoot 1 and 1.
And going to the line for the Trojans is number 53, Emmanuel Minnick.
Trojans in the 1-and-1 very early here in the first half.
And Emmanuel's been putting in some bang time down low this season, Tom. Giving Lyman Hall some real quality bounds, defense, and scoring. Oh, turnover. Here comes Rizzo. Rizzo tried to get the ball to Peter Lynch, but a little bit too much steam on it over a short distance, and turnover Trojans. Here comes Gaetano. TJ DeLucia all over him like a cheap suit. Titans working their offense. Cosmo with the 15-footer. And Matt Cosmo fouled.
Dan Schmidt, his first personal foul.
Dan Schmidt charged with the foul.
Dan Cosmo to the foul line for Sheehan.
Cosmo looking at 2 shots. Matt's first is up and no good.
A little too much arm in that foul shot, Coach. A little more bend in the knees. Might have a little more success. See what he can do here.
Yeah. Matt makes the second one good. (21-19) Sheehan lead, Trojan basketball. Nice defense by the Titans here. Rizzo over the half-court line. Nice move by Riz. Gets the ball back. Puts it up and in.
Beautiful second effort by Sam Rizzo.
Yeah. Sammy with a nice effort. we got a tie ball game here, and Lyman Hall is going to be going to the line with an opportunity to take the lead, Coach.
Well, second efforts pay off, Coach, and we just saw it with Sam Rizzo, not afraid to mix it up with the big boys down low. Excellent effort.
We got a tie ball game here at 21s. And right now, at center court, is the Sheehan Titan cheerleading squad. Nice routine. Titans always come in well coached, the cheerleading squad, Tommy. Both cheerleading squad and basketball teams. And at 21s, we're just about ready to resume second quarter action.
Well,
With Sam Rizzo going to the line to try and complete the three-point play.
Sam Rizzo to the foul line for one shot.
Opportunity no good. Cosma down with a bound, and here come the Titans. Gaetano over the timeline. Oh, bingo. Nice long distance shot by Chad Jeremy. 3-point Sheehan lead.
He had a wide open look at the basket there, and Trojans got to get someone out on him and stop him.
Yeah, made the Trojans pay. Danny Schmidt looking it over. You know, TJ DeLucia, Tommy, with his range, really spreads out the defense.
Good ball movement by the
Schmidt.
Trojans.
Yeah.
Nice.
And the Trojans return the favor with a tray of their own. Danny Schmidt, tie ball game. Oh, nice move by Martinez, but no points. Trojan basketball. And my mistake, Tommy. The ref very emphatic, yelling red ball, red ball. Make no doubt about it. Titan basketball underneath. And Danny Schmidt called for a foul over the back on Matt Cosma. And Cosma grabbed nice position underneath. Can't afford to let him do that. Now with that wide body. Gaetano, no good. TJ DeLucia all over him, made Gaetano work for the shot. Here comes DeLucia.
Pete Lynch didn't set his feet there, Coach, as he committed a moving pick on the Titans. Referee quick to pick up on that.
Here comes Jeremy. Big Matt Cosma, no good. Emmanuel Minnick down with the ball. And we've got a foul on Cosma.
Cosma is a banger in there. He's not afraid to push someone around.
You know, Tommy, he's a banger and a bruiser. He don't mind the contact at all, but he's got nice finesse for a big man,
does,
too.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah. That time Jeremy was on his way to an uncontested two, but Dan Schmidt wisely fouled him. Jeremy anticipated, almost got the steal, but he'll be going to the line.
Smart move on Schmidt's part to prevent the 2 points, but that is his third foul, Frank.
Yeah.
He'll probably be sitting down for maybe the rest of the quarter.
It's costly to Dan Schmidt. And also, the Trojans are now in the penalty situation, and Sheehan with a 1-on-1 here.
Either Coach Cucitino doesn't recognize that, or he's going to let Schmidt stay in the game. Either way, it's a risky move.
Jeremy's second is no good. Cosma with the rebound. And they have got to box the big fella out. They failed to do it that time. 3-point Titan lead. Yeah. DeLucia pulls up, takes the 15-footer, put it in the book, and he's going to be going to the line to compete the 3-point play and tie this ball game.
Intelligent move by TJ to pull up there around the foul line rather than risk going in. Cosner was standing there waiting for him. That's something you can't teach, Frank.
No.
Players just got to recognize that and make the wise decision when TJ did, and now he's got a chance to tie this ball game.
Absolutely. You know, it takes a lot of presence of mind, Tommy, to either not take that long-ranger shot or drive all the way to the hoop. It takes a lot of presence and poise to stop and pop, find that open area, and your good teams do it. You know, when I look over the years at all the great players that have come out of Connecticut, Tommy, all those who had the ability to find that open area and pull up and be under control were your real great ball players. Some of the best of which used to be Super John Williamson, Anthony Harris out of Danbury. Calvin Murphy was a typical example of that. Calvin, from years back, I hope our fans remember Calvin Murphy, could throw up a 40-footer, a 4-footer, didn't matter. He'd put it in from anywhere on the court.
Well, Lyman Hall getting another opportunity at the foul line as number 22 for Sheehan, Brian Dion, has committed is called for a foul.
Yeah. In the meantime, Lyman Hall has tied up the score, and you're right, Thomas.
Coach Gaetano not happy with the referee's call there.
Minnick's first is no good. Lyman Hall in the 10-point bonus situation now, and from here to the half, every Titan foul is going to be 2 shots for Lyman Hall. Minnick's second is good.
Nice form by Minnick for a big man.
And the
nice
Trojans
touch.
grab the lead. And Tommy, if I'm not mistaken, that I believe is the first Trojan lead of the ball game.
You are correct. Oh.
And that time Scott Signor on the drive gets called for a charge. Titan basketball. Good call, I think, Coach. I think Scott was a little bit out of control. Could have gone either way, but that one was blown on the Trojans. Martinez shot blocked by Minnick. Roble down with a strong board, and I like the looks of this sophomore Roble. No good. Cosmo once again controls the glass. Here comes Gaetano. And Jeremy and Roble battle for the ball.
We haven't heard much from Joey Gaetano on the offensive end tonight, Coach. He is Sheen's second leading scorer at 15 a game. He's going to have to get involved if Sheen's going to want to win this game.
Yeah, Coach, outside of the big tray hit from outside here, Joey has been kind of quiet, but let's credit the Lyman Hall D.
Well, he has had some nice passes to the big guy down low.
And
he's going to have to
time,
open up offensively to win this basketball game.
Tom, that last time down, Jeremy and Roble mixed it up pretty well underneath, and the call went against Roble. Jeremy's shot no good. Titans retain possession. No good. Scott Signor down with the board off a deflection.
Intelligent move by Signor, slow it up. See if the Trojans can get it here in offense.
And TJ DeLucia takes his time coming across.
Good look at the
Signor.
basket. Ooh.
No good. Thomas, I thought that one had Trey written all over it, but no good. Oh, nice move by Gaetano. Just as you spoke, Tommy, about 30 seconds ago. Gaetano needed to get more involved in the offense, and I think he sensed it.
Well, the tough look at the basket, but I think Gaetano had some sense to draw a little body contact. As he realized he probably wouldn't make the shot, but now he's on the line for 2.
You know, this kid Gaetano, Tommy, is a complete ball player. He handles the ball nice, shoots very well. And the thing he probably does best, he's got nice speed, but the thing he probably does best is he's really got a feel for the game. And that's something you don't teach.
That's right.
I mean, you either have it or you don't. And a lot of times it's not even something that could be developed over the years. I think the real good players, they have it. And he certainly does.
Well, Coach, we got a game going back and forth there in the last few minutes. Titans back in the lead.
Yeah. Yep. Titans on the attack.
Oh, nice look.
Yeah. Minnick on the foul on Cosma, and once again, that was a sure deuce. Good foul by Minnick there. Good smart play. As we said, Tom, that was a definite deuce by Cosma.
Definite.
You give him the ball low in that blue paint, you can be sure that it's going through the twines. Cosma's first is good. And you know, for a big fella, Tom, nice motion, nice form on the line. You don't normally see a big guy with a real nice touch. Oh, yeah. Nice deuce. Sheehan enjoying a 3-point lead. Here comes TJ.
After Signor's first hoop, he's been missing the last couple. Let's hope he can get on track.
Nice pass there by Signor.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Rizzo with a real sweet move underneath, and credit Scott Signor with the assist. Yeah. Martinez with a nice clean deuce. And we're seesawing back and forth. 3-point Titan lead.
Well, it's definitely the kind of game we expected, Coach. Two pretty much evenly balanced teams. And they expect this to go down possibly to the wire.
Rizzo with another strong move to the hoop, and he grabs the foul. And Tommy, been there, done that. Every time these two teams get together, we've got class action.
Throw the records out the window. You know you're going to be in for a nip-and-tuck game. And we are exactly tonight.
I mean, we're seeing from the get-go, Tommy, it was almost like third and fourth quarter action. From the opening tap. Normally you see two heavyweights like these, you know, feel each other out, but boy, when the bell rings, they come out swinging. And you know what? Wouldn't have it any other way, Coach.
That's right. Although we wouldn't mind a little big win in our part, Coach. I think we'll take that tonight.
Lyman Hall down by one as Rizzo makes both. Inside once again to Cosma. And I think they grab Roble on that one.
Roble complaining to the ref, but with no avail. Felt he had his hands up and position established.
Coach, this Roble kid, I'm not even going to say he's going to be a player because he's a player now, but only a sophomore. Cosma, yes. Coach, I'm going to guesstimate here and say Cosmo already has got to have at least 14 points in this ball game.
I think you're right, Coach. He's a big factor in the equation for the Titans tonight.
Well, he takes up a lot of space. He's big, he's tough, but he's smooth. Tough combination. Coach, Peter Lynch has not been in for quite a while.
Noticed that,
there,
Coach.
Is he in foul trouble or?
I don't remember seeing his name being called for fouls.
That's a good question, Coach. Maybe we could find out at halftime. I don't know if the big fella is in foul trouble, or if he's got a small injury, or if Coach.
Our statistician Brian Durrell has informed us he has 3 fouls. Something we missed, Frank.
Coach, it's a good thing we got the big Brian here because he keeps us on an even keel. There's an unusual miss from the foul line by Cosma. 1 point Titan lead. Cosma will now try to extend it to 2. And he does. 36-34 Titan lead. Rizzo to inbound. Scott Signor gets a foot on the line. Gaetano inbounds to Martinez, and Tommy, you got to like this backcourt combination once again. Gaetano and Martinez.
Well, both of them are sophomores, Coach, and we'll be seeing them for the next 2 years, unfortunately.
That time, Jay Knowlton with some nice work underneath. Sacrificed his body and got the ball off the glass. 4 point Titan lead. And Gaetano tries to flick the ball ahead to Masnio, but it's deflected and Titans retain possession. Martinez,
Oh, from downtown.
Put it in the book.
One. Simple screen there set up by Sheehan on the inbounds pass. Jordan's got to recognize that.
That time they didn't. Martinez made him pay with a long distance tray, an area coder.
Take a look at
And
this.
that ups the Sheehan lead to its
Exactly.
biggest point tonight, 7 points.
DeLucia to the foul line for 2 shots.
And DeLucia's going to try and cut into that 7 point lead. TJ looking down the barrel of his first. And it rolls around and out. TJ's second.
We got a high-scoring game here tonight. We're on pace for 85, 90 points by both teams.
TJ's second is good. 6 point Titan lead.
And Coach Gaetano was right when he said to me, offensively, we got to score a lot of points tonight, and they are.
That they have. A nice defensive stand there by the Trojans. Rizzo down with the board. Here comes DeLucia. That time a nice pass by TJ, but Emmanuel wasn't ready. Caught him by surprise. Trojan turnover, Titan ball.
Nice look down low.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Nice feed down low by Masnio, and Knowlton with the deuce. 8 point Titan lead. DeLucia a bit out of control. Knowlton with the rebound. Here comes Masnio. Blocked by Minnick. And that time Rizzo hammered by Knowlton.
Sheehan foul on number 12, Jay Knowlton, his 3rd personal foul.
We got a fast-paced game here in the last couple minutes. Seemed to pick up a level.
Up and down, Coach. Yo-yo basketball at high
right.
speed. Yeah. Rizzo converts. 8 point Titan lead. Mark that as a 7 point Titan lead, and Rizzo attempting to cut it to 6. And he does. Nice smooth deuce. Here come the Titans.
Kenny Parcella has checked in for the Trojans, a junior guard, as we get a first look at him tonight.
Oh, nice. Nice steal by... Yeah, that was a backcourt steal, Tommy. Parcella converted, but also credit Signor on the
That's
deflection.
right. Nice
Nice
look by
feed
Gaetano.
down low from Gaetano to Cosma. The Trojans were knocking at the door, and the Titans answered the call. Signor! Long distance tray by
That was
Scott
way out.
Signor. Gaetano at the buzzer, no good. And at the end of our first half, we've got a score of Sheehan 45, Lyman Hall 42. Tommy, action-packed.
What an exciting first half as the Sheehan built up a little 8-point lead. Trojans with some big buckets down the stretch as Scott Signor from way downtown has cut the Titan lead to 3 points.
Tommy, that may prove to be a big hoop. 87 points put on the board here in our first half. And right now for our folks at home, on half court are our own Lyman Hall High School Trojan cheerleaders. Tommy, this looks like somewhat of a new routine for the Trojans here, and I like it.
You can tell a lot of work has gone into this. Everyone's very well disciplined, well on task.
Yeah, and you know, it's very much, this has got the look more of a college type cheerleading chair. You notice a lot of the Husky chairs are this type of action from the cheerleaders.
I was waiting for you to bring the Huskies into this game.
Well, you know, it'd be just a matter of time, Tom. I'll also have to say Fairfield is enjoying somewhat of an outstanding season here, Thomas.
We're struggling a little bit the last couple of games, but we're competitive, and hopefully when March rolls around, we'll be all right.
Well, speaking of the Huskies, Tommy, coming off a tough loss to St. John's the other night and going up against Georgetown tomorrow, we'll see. But basketball, I love, Tommy, anywhere, anytime, any place.
That's right.
Professional, your backyard, anywhere you want to go. I love it. And I think you feel the same. But right now, again, our halftime score is Sheehan 45, Lyman Hall 42. And we'll be back with some stats in our second half of action after a public service announcement from our friend Dave Berghardt and Ed Mick at WPS. And how about a request, Tom? Vince and Larry?
You got it.
Roll it, Dave.
Let's stand up.
Oh, my voice is almost gone.
Tommy, how are you? I didn't even see you before. How you doing? Good. That's good.
Back, everyone. We're still in our middle of halftime here, and then once again, Sheehan enjoys a 45-42 lead. And Tom, that first half was a war.
It was an up and down game, Frank. Both teams pushing the ball. Not many sequences where both teams were allowed to set up and look for baskets, but I expect the same in the second half, and I don't expect anything different as we're on a pace to score a lot of points.
It was in your face on both ends of the court, offensively and defensively, and a monstrous pace, and as a result, 87 points put up on the board. But our fans are being treated to a real good ball game here. We had a couple of comments from our fans here at halftime who were saying game's getting awfully rough, but yet the refs are calling an awful lot of fouls, and a lot of them away from the ball.
You're right, Coach, but I think the refs are doing an excellent job in the first half. I haven't noticed very few bad calls, and they are keeping the game under control. Let's hope it stays that way in the second half.
This is the type of game, Tommy, where if you're a ref, you got to stay on top of it, because at this pace, this game could get out of control in a hurry. And the refs are trying to keep a lid on it and tell the boys by calling the fouls, simmer down, simmer down. But yet, they keep running. And right now, here's Brian Doyle. He just got back from visiting the Trojan side. And Brian, what do you got for us?
Well, I talked to assistant coach Bob Burkhardt, and he told me that part of the problem is the two big guys are in foul trouble. Schmidt has 3, Minnick has 3, Lynch has 3. We have to play better defense, get 45 points. There's a lot for a high school team in one half. But, of course, we scored 42. So our offense was good. Matt Coslin's very physical, getting a lot of points. We have to stop him. Rizzo's got to go to hoop more and put it in the hole. And another thing he said was that Signor gave us a big lift in his first game back, and his ankle is pretty good. The trainer, Ginny Bertolini's done a good job helping setting his ankle, and so we hope to get him a lift in the second half.
Well, it's nice to see Scotty once again back on the court. He certainly adds a whole new dimension to the Lyman Hall team. by providing another shooter, and he can take the pressure off of T.J. DeLucia and Sammy Rizzo out in front, Tom.
Definitely right. He gave us a big lift at the end of the first half, moving that 6-point deficit to a 3-point deficit as we started action here in the third quarter.
You know, both teams also, Tommy, have shown some depth off the bench. Both teams go at least 8-9 deep.
Well, in a game like this, where very fast, up-tempo, coaches really have no choice but to go to the bench. Keep these guys well rested for the fourth quarter.
And once again, a good call by our statistician, Brian Doyle here, Coach. Our front court is in trouble with 3 fouls apiece, and credit most of that to Matt Cosma because he's been wreaking havoc underneath. Joey Gaetano into the front court.
Well,
Martinez. No good.
Good box out by Minnick on Cosma in that sequence. I'm sure Coach had
Sheehan
something to
shot
say
by
at
Doug,
halftime.
by Doug Moneta, no good. Here come the Trojans looking to put the first couple of points on the board in our second half and cut into this 3-point Titan lead.
Well, I think Lynch is a little rusty as he didn't see much action in the second quarter.
And the big fella's got to go easy, too, there, Coach.
Can't afford that fourth foul here early on or we're in trouble.
Definitely not. He's got to play smart. And Coach Catino has wisely gone to his zone, Tommy, to try and protect his big fellas in foul trouble. Good strategy by Coach Catino. Nice block by Lynch. Pinned it against the glass and came down with it. And Trojan turnover. Martinez with the steal. Here comes Gaetano. And Tommy, nice change of direction and switch of hands there by Gaetano, and Lyman Hall had no choice but to foul him.
Lyman Hall foul on number 3, T.J. DeLucia.
Foul goes against number 3, T.J. DeLucia. That's his first, and Gaetano will inbound. Running one-hander, no good. Here comes DeLucia. Schmitty, no good. Cosma down with the rebound. Here comes Martinez.
Both teams opening up a little slow in this third quarter as neither team has yet to put a point on the board. And correct me, Frank, that has changed.
That time, the Titans caught the Trojan defense napping, and Cosma snuck in for an easy deuce. 5-point Sheehan lead. T.J. DeLucia put it in the book. Tommy, that shot came in from about the Middletown area, and that's a tray for DeLucia. Gaetano, no good. Cosma with the putback. Cosma having a field day here, and Peter Lynch powerless to really be aggressive against him in the middle.
That's something Sheen will definitely exploit here in the second half.
And
to their
Cosma's
advantage.
got the mobility and size to do it. Danny Schmidt, no good. Peter Lynch.
Oh, no.
And that time, Peter draws the foul on Cosma, and inadvertently he got a little bit of a finger near the eye. One of the hazards of being a big fella down low.
Good ball fake by Pete Lynch as he got the ball, and for youngsters, he could have gone straight up and probably would have got rejected.
Very
nice ball fake, got Cosma up in the air, and as a result, he's down the line for 2.
Absolutely. He got Cosma up and off his feet, drew the foul. Peter makes good on the first. And Tom, that was the one ingredient that Lyman Hall really missed in that first half was Peter Lynch's presence and offense. And if he can hang around in the ball game, it's a different story. Gaetano. Yep. And Gaetano, Joey with some real nice penetration moves. Once he makes his move to the hoop, he's got, once again, a great sense of finding his way clear. No good. Peter Lynch down with a big board. Here comes TJ. Oh, Lynch uses the basket. He goes underneath, but it wouldn't fall.
Tough angle on that shot. Frank.
Yeah, but he almost made it
almost
good.
had it.
Deflected out of bounds by Peter Lynch. Good hands. Sheehan basketball.
Come on, Manuel.
Yep. That time we got steps and the ref picked it up. Sheehan leads by 3. Lyman Hall basketball.
There's a situation where Gary Stanley just had a wide open floor, coach. He should just run up for the shot right there. Try to make a little pretty move, and as a result, he traveled.
Yeah. A little Fred Astaire turnaround there, coach, and called for steps. Peter Lynch. Nice smooth deuce, and look at Peter. That's one thing I love about Mr. Peter Lynch. He gets into the game,
That's
Tommy,
right.
and he's calling for the crowd and the team to let's go, get into it. A nice basket by Cosma.
Lynch really helped us underneath when Cosma gets the ball. Sheehan doing an excellent job exploiting that. I think Lyman Hall's got to get the ball down low to Lynch. He's hot.
Dan Schmidt. No good. And Danny just can't find the range. Here's Rizzo. No good. Knowlton with the rebound. Here comes Martinez. Yeah. Martinez with a nice running one-hander. 3-point Titan lead. We're coming down to the 3.5-minute mark of our third quarter. Correction, it's a 5-point Titan lead. Sam Rizzo. No good. Peter Lynch waited, then he put up the shot and wisely grabbed the foul.
Once again, a nice use of the ball fake by Pete Lynch as he got both big guys off of the feet. And as a result, 90% of the time, you're going to get a foul called on that.
Yeah. Very, very nice. You know, Peter's an experienced high school ball player. He's logged a lot of time in the court. And I'll tell you,
He's really stepped up.
tremendous improvement in Peter over the years. I mean, you could just see the development from it. He's always had the burning desire.
Yeah.
That's something you don't coach. But his ability is now up to par with his desire and motivation to play the game. And he's a complete ball player.
Well, this is Pete Lynch's team. Last year, he was sort of filled in a nice key role for us. But this year, there's a couple of seniors have graduated. This is really Pete Lynch's team, and he stepped up.
Yep.
He's showing us what he can do.
You know, and he's the go-to guy, along with the other seniors out there, T.J. DeLucia and Scott Signor. Come crunch time, or when push comes to pull, those are the guys you're looking
That's
for
right.
on the Trojan squad. Joey Gaetano. Oh, yeah. Nothing but net for the sophomore. 3 points. Sheehan extends its lead to 7.
I think the Trojans need to get the ball down low to Lynch.
Oh, Gaetano just rips it right away.
And unfortunately, Coach, looks like Pete Lynch has picked up foul number 4.
You know, picked up his 4th.
And
See, now the big guy might have been smart to pull back a little bit there, Tom.
yeah, especially on the other end of the court. No chance for a basket at that end.
You know,
Just hustled back.
Peter looked up in amazement on that call, and I'm not sure. I think he did commit the foul, but regardless, when a big guy goes up against a little guy, 8 out of 10 times the little guy is going to get the call.
Tough blow for the Trojans as Lynch is probably going to have to sit down now. Unfortunately, with a 9-point deficit, that's got to hurt.
And that's definitely going to hurt the Trojan squad. I mean, Peter dodged the bullet and went 5.5 minutes, Tommy, without picking up his 4th, but it is costly. And right now at half court, Titan cheerleaders entertaining our folks at home and those of us in the gymnasium. I like it, Coach.
Very nice, Coach. Very nice.
And here we are. We're back to action. Sheehan has extended and stretched that lead to 9 points. And right now the Trojans have got to be very careful.
I think we're looking at a very key 2.5-minute sequence coming out with Lynch on the bench.
I mean, a lot
Trojans
of time
got to
left
keep this
here.
deficit down.
Good call, Coach. I mean, a lot of time left in this game.
Right.
We still got 2.5 minutes in the third quarter, but Peter Lynch on the bench. Titans could open up the Trojans like a clam here, and Trojans got to be careful. TJ DeLucia, yes!
Nice.
And TJ says, oh no, you're not opening us up.
That's right.
Puts in the deuce, and he'll be going into the line.
Team foul number 24, Alex Martinez. His third personal foul. Solution to the foul line for one shot.
And TJ cuts the Titan lead to 7. And all of a sudden it's 6. Trojans back in the ball game. Good time for a defensive stand. Nice steal. Yeah. Credit TJ DeLucia with the flick. Signor with the steal. TJ with the points.
TJ with 5 points in the last 30 seconds. He's saying no way the Titans are going to come in and take
Both
this game
ends of the
away.
court. The senior did it.
Oh.
Yeah. Boy, that time from the corner. Martinez with a tray.
Those 3-pointers are killers, Coach.
Here comes DeLucia. TJ DeLucia. Oh, in and out. Rims around and comes out. And Emmanuel Minnick has just picked up his 4th.
Lyman Hall foul with number 53, Emmanuel Minnick. His fourth personal foul.
And Coach Coutinho not happy with Dan Schmidt. And he let him know. 7-point Titan lead. Gaetano brings it over the timeline. Tommy, the Sheehan squad is quick. They whip that ball around the court very quickly. Oh, that time tree cracks at the hoop. It's Coach Coutinho on the sidelines just shaking his head.
That's what happens when the big man's out of the game,
Yeah,
Coach. Opens things wide up in the middle.
That's what happens, Coach. Peter Lynch is out. Minnick's got 4. Can't be aggressive.
The Sheehan's gotten their lead back up to 9 points quickly.
TJ DeLucia.
Oh.
Put it on the board. TJ with another tray. Trojan Faithful calling for a defensive stand here, but Matt Cosma.
Lyman Hall caught napping down there.
Easy pickings down low.
Every time Lyman Hall makes a run at it, Titans seems to respond.
Scott Signor, no good. Joey Gaetano down with the ball. Here he comes. Nice pass, Gaetano. No look pass. Nice no-look pass by Joey
Beautiful.
Gaetano. Sheehan doesn't convert, but they pick up the Trojan foul. Cosma going to the line.
Wow, I believe Manny Minnick has fouled out of the game, Coach. And we're still in the
That's a
third
big
quarter.
blow for the Trojans. Another big man bites the dust.
Matt Cosma to the foul line for Sheehan to shoot 2.
Cosma with that nice smooth touch of his ups the Sheehan lead once again to 9. And make it 10, double digits. DeLucia over the half-court line. Rizzo at the buzzer, no good. And at the end of the third quarter, we have a 10-point Sheehan lead, with the score being the Titans 67, Lyman Hall 57. And we'll take a brief timeout here for a public service announcement from WPS.
Frank? I got to put Lynch back in the game.
Frank, the game's over. You know why? Frank Kevich just walked out.
Well, there it is.
It's like Red Auerbach lining up the cigar.
You're right. It's like the opposite of the victory cigar for Auerbach. Lost. Brent Kevis walks out. Welcome back to the Lyman Hall Gymnasium, everyone. Both teams are on the sidelines now, getting fourth quarter instructions from their coaches respectively. Titans enjoying a 10-point lead, Tommy, and we're just about ready to start fourth quarter action.
Coach Pete Lynch has checked back into the game to start the fourth quarter. And Coach Catino probably has no choice with a 10-point deficit. He's got to go with this big guy.
Tough decision for Coach Catino, but he realizes his team is down by 10. And he actually couldn't wait to put Peter back in the ball game. And let's see what happens. Let's hope Pete can hold his poise and not pick up number 5. Pete's got to play smart, but with a guy like Cosma down low, it's difficult. TJ inbounds way back. Coach, one thing we need in this fourth quarter is for Danny Schmidt to get hot. He's been cold. Signor in and out. Lynch with the rebound. Oh, nice. Strong board by Peter Lynch. Brought it down with one claw, Coach. Yeah, steal Lyman Hall.
Nice spin move by Signor.
Danny Schmidt. Yes! Coach, as I spoke, I said we needed Schmidt to heat up.
And quickly, Titans lead is down to 5.
Yeah.
Quickly.
And once again, another big defensive stand for the Trojans. Trojans still remain in the zone due to foul trouble.
Well, if the zone works, Coach, stick with it. And it has worked here in the fourth quarter.
Jeremy, long distance. They gave him room, but he didn't convert. And we've got a jump ball. Unfortunately, possession arrow goes to the Titans. And Rizzo hit the ground hard. Gaetano to inbound. We're coming down to the 6.5-minute mark here. Oh! Another Titan turnover. Here comes TJ DeLucia. Peter with the soft deuce, no good. Jeremy with the bound. Here comes Gaetano.
Sheehan with the big possession. They got to get some points on the board. Stop this Trojan run.
Lyman Hall is stiffened on the defensive end. Obviously, Coach Catino's message was tighten up, play tough D. Titan turnover. Here come the Trojans. And Tommy, I don't know about you, but I'm really getting into this. I noticed the voice starting to go. TJ DeLucia, no good. Good percentage shot there, but we just can't seem to get that lead under 5. Here come the Titans.
You notice the Titans have slowed down the pace of this game, setting up the last few possessions. You got to wonder, they built their 10-point lead by pushing it and doing things like that. You got to wonder what's their philosophy behind that. But
Martinez, Trey, no good. Tommy, one also has to wonder why they're not trying to pound that ball down low to Cosma. Yeah! Danny Schmidt with the putback, and he's fired up. Yeah! And Coach Gaetano says, hold it, boys. Let's talk about this.
Wisely done.
And we've got 5 minutes and 25 seconds, Tommy, left in this ball game, possibly, and barring overtime. And Sheehan right now, the lead is whittled down to 3. Coach Gaetano doesn't like what he sees, and he wants to talk it over.
I'm sure he's mentioning, like you said, Coach, he's got to get the ball back down to Cosma. They built their 10-point lead with him. And with Lyman Hall in the foul trouble that they are, smart move would be to go down low.
Tommy, I'm sure you're right. I'm sure he's saying, fellas, come on, let's dance with who brung us here. And that is Matt Cosma.
Right.
You know, we've got the Trojans in trouble down low. Trying to have Cosma flash a little bit more inside the paint and try and get him the ball in either the shot, the foul, or both. And instead, they've got Martinez out on the perimeter. Not that I don't like the fella, Tommy, because he's a heck of a player. But he's got Jeremy and Martinez out on the perimeter taking the shots. To my way of thinking, either pound it down to Cosma or let Martinez and Gaetano drive to the hoop. Let's see what happens.
Let's see if they take your advice, Coach.
Well, Coach, it's easy.
Maybe that's
It's
why
easy
we're here.
for me. That's right, Coach. That's why I'm up here in the booth. But let's see. Yeah, right away, ball's going into the paint.
Lyman did a good job in collapsing on Cosma there. As Sheehan has yet to get on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Nice pass down low. No, good. You know, there's a good percentage shot by Knowlton, but it just didn't fall. Scott Signor. Oh, in and out. Gaetano with the rebound. Joey says, let's look it over. Let's see what we're looking at. Over to Martinez. Martinez to Cosma. Nice work, Cosma. No, good. Rizzo with a strong board, and he's fouled.
Lyman Hall forced to go with Sam Rizzo down low on defense as Minnick has fouled out, but the junior has responded nicely with some big rebounds here.
Yeah, and a smart move, Tommy, by Coach Catino. I mean, Rizzo's very mobile, doesn't have the size, but he's got good movement to get you some boards, and he certainly will never hurt you down low in your defense. And so we've got a three-guard offense going here, basically.
It doesn't matter how big you are down low, Coach. If you box out, you're going to get some rebounds.
Yeah. Good call,
He's shown
especially
that.
in the zone, Tom. Man-to-man, you got a little bit more problem
Right.
with Rizzo's size, but the zone will hide him as far as size goes. Here comes Lyman Hall. The Trojan crowd up on their feet now. They're really into it. And Tom, the Trojans looking to come out of this gymnasium tonight with a double victory. The girls did their part and secured a victory in the opening half of this. The boys trying to battle back from a 10-point deficit and pull this one out. But it's a long way from over.
Sheehan playing a very good extended 2-3 zone. Lyman Hall.
Yeah.
Oh, no basket.
No, good call, Coach. In the pros, you would have had that because it was continuation, but not in
Good
high
call.
school. Martinez's fourth foul. Schmidt gets it way back to DeLucia.
We're approaching on the midpoint of the fourth quarter. The Titans are still scoreless here. I think Scott Signor got away with something.
Smart move there that time by
Nice.
Martello. Yeah. Underneath the big fellow with the deuce. And Lyman Hall has whittled this lead to 1 point. And Sheehan in the fourth quarter is still scoreless in Seattle, Tommy. Yeah, the Lyman Hall crowd now. And I don't know if you could hear them, people. I don't see how you could miss them, but they're really into it. And on the other side, the Sheehan faithful very quiet. But guess what? Matt Cosma says, take this, Trojans.
Well, smart move by Pete Lynch there just to stand there on
Yeah.
defense. No reason for a foolish foul.
He had no option there. Had to let Cosma go, and Matt knew it and took advantage of it. Signor Yeah! Put it in the book. We got a tie ball game here, Tommy. 3 minutes, and we are dead even at 69s. Nice move by Gaetano, but no good. Trojan basketball.
Trojan with the chance to take the lead. Take it.
Signor! Yeah!
Got Signor from
3
downtown.
point. Yeah! Signor with 2 area coders, and Lyman Hall is up by 3.
What a boost he's been there this game, Coach. We've missed him this season. Now we got him back.
Gaetano, no good. And Joey's dad's got a few words for his son. And now the Trojan crowd with that familiar chant of air ball. But I'll tell you one thing, Tommy. I wouldn't want to rile up Joey Gaetano.
That's right.
Well, we've got a timeout on the floor. Coach Gaetano wants to talk it over again. In the meantime, has the pendulum swung Lyman Hall's way.
Lyman Hall is on a 15-2 run here to start the fourth quarter, and boy, oh boy, Titans got some work cut out for them, but don't count them out yet. They're a very good team. They worked hard to get their 10-point lead, and I think we still got a ball game left.
Oh. Tommy, we've got 229. Let me
do a
see.
little
Let
mathematics
me
in there,
calculate that, Coach. Now, you're up
I'll-
in the math department. How many ticks on that clock, Coach?
It's about 149 ticks, Coach.
Right on the
Plenty
money,
left.
Coach. That's why you're in the math department. And I fill the soda machine here at Lyman Hall. But you're absolutely right. A lot of ticks on that clock, though. A lot of time. This game is way, way far from being over here. And I wouldn't be surprised, Tom, if we saw a couple of more swings and momentum before this thing is over.
The Titans have to get someone on Scott Signor. He's had a couple of wide open looks at the basket. He's the kind of shooter who gets those looks, forget about it.
Yeah.
Put it in the book.
And this possession here for the Trojans, but more so for the Titans, extremely important.
Trojans, first time with a lead, no reason to rush it, be patient.
Boy, how things change, Tom.
That's right.
Now let's see what Lyman Hall does with the lead. They're patient. They're extending the floor. They've got a good motion offense going here. And you know, Tommy, here's where the tree guard offense now turns around and really helps you. And boy, we've got some pushing and shoving down low. Gaetano with a steal. Gaetano with a steal, a little push off both ways, but the referee made the right call there, Tommy. DeLucia had the feeling that Gaetano was going to go in uncontested, and
Smart move.
Smart
Two
move.
fouls to give. Very smart move.
Martinez inbounds to Gaetano. Yeah.
Nice running with left-hander.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Coach, yeah. Switched hands, running lefty. 1 point Lyman Hall lead.
Got to get the ball across in 10 seconds.
Yep,
Ooh, a little
TJ
tight.
just got it across. Rizzo with the ball, hounded by Gaetano.
Lyman Hall with a 1 point lead, looking to take some time off the clock. Be very careful in a situation like this.
Yep, and Lyman Hall needs to be careful that they don't get lulled to sleep as Sheehan did. And you know, Tom, Gaetano has been aggressive out there, and he finally got picked up.
That's right.
And that's number 7 on the Titans, and TJ will be going to the line for a 1-and-1. Trojans not yet in the penalty situation.
Well, Trojans are 1 foul away, so
Yep.
soon enough both will be in the penalty situation.
Yep.
This game might come down to foul shots.
Yep. Even ball game right now as far as fouls go, Tommy, because you're right. With the next one, both of them are in the penalty situation. TJ DeLucia readies the first. And good. The senior with a pressure-packed free throw converts. And TJ says not to worry. Here comes the second. And that's good.
Dynamite.
extends the lead to 3 points at crunch time. That's your seniors,
That's
Coach.
right.
Oh, good, nice foul.
Ooh,
Gary Stanley with a real nice foul there. And once again, the lead is 1 point.
Sheehan with those trapping
Yeah.
throws, looking to get it across, and they do.
Once again, TJ smart enough to get it over the timeline in 10 seconds. Gaetano picks up another.
Gaetano's got to be careful, Frank. That's his 4th foul. In a tight ball game, you need him. I think his father's going to tell him a little something in timeout here. Enough of that, son.
You know, Tommy, and I don't know, it's not the time to foul.
Still a 1-possession ball game.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ticks left on that clock. It's not like Sheehan is desperate. It's a 1-point ball game here. And if I'm Coach Gaetano, I'm saying to my son, Joey, lighten up here.
I'm sure he's telling his kids, get a good defense to stand down here, get the ball back, and we got a chance to win this ball game. No need to foul.
You know, the problem with this right now, Tommy, for the Titans is you need Joe coming down the stretch here, and if he goes to the hoop and draws a charge, so long, Charlie, if this game happens to go into OT.
Right.
Well, while the Titans are out on the floor here, we've got a real barn burner in our gym, Tommy, and I'll tell you something. This is much, much better than sitting home and watching a Matlock mystery, because who knows who is going to win this ball game.
Right. The mystery still is unsolved here at the Trojan Gymnasium.
Yeah.
Oh, once again, TJ at the line. Let's hope he can do the same thing he did last time was there.
Yeah. TJ's a cool customer, Coach. He's been through the wars both on the soccer field and on the basketball court, and he's been there, done that, and makes number 3 in crunch time. How about it, Coach? Another clutch free throw by T.J. DeLucia.
Well, I think the Titans know who not to foul next time down the court.
TJ, yeah. 4 in a row for the Tej, and here come the Titans.
Still a 1-possession ball game, Coach. As a 3-pointer will tie this game up, and Gaetano looking to do that.
Coach, ill-advised, Coach, ill-advised.
That was from NBA range, Coach.
And look at Joey's dad. He is barking at his son. Yeah. Steal Trojans.
Smart move by TJ to bring it out, even though it looked like he might have had Pete Lynch down low.
30 seconds left in this ball game. Trojans in no hurry. They just want to run the clock. Titans in about another 10 seconds. Yep. And not smart there, Coach. Not smart at all. Joey Gaetano commits the foul. Yes, Sheehan did need a foul, but not by Gaetano. Not smart basketball. You know, you have anybody else there, Coach, give that
That's
foul,
right.
but not Joey Gaetano.
Well, maybe that's underclassmen mistake, Coach. He is only a sophomore.
Correct, Coach. I mean,
He's really
he's
only
very young. But, you know, and I have a tendency to forget that. I mean, the kid plays so well, I forget he's a sophomore.
Well, we'll be forgetting that for the next couple of years, as we'll see him a few more times in this
he's going to be
gymnasium.
around to haunt us in the years to come, Tommy. But again, you learn from your mistakes, and I hope the young Joey Gaetano did tonight. Picked up 3 fouls in the space of, let's say, 2.5 minutes, Coach, and they needed him. Yeah. And in crunch time, the Lyman Hall seniors are just singeing the net. And the question here in the fourth quarter, once again, Tommy, as we've said before, is why hasn't that ball been going down to Matt Cosma? All of a sudden, and I know the Trojans switched to the zone, so that definitely affects the inside movement and the ability to get the ball inside, but it seems like the Titans did not even try.
Well, I'm sure with a 5-point lead, still a 2-possession game. I'm sure Coach Gaetano's diagramming some kind of play, possibly get the ball down to Cosma. Maybe with a foul, get a 3-point play out of it.
And that's, again, Tommy, I know I'm sitting up here and second guessing, but that's where you want the ball, is down low. Once again, Big Mac Cosma's a terrific player. He's got good size, great bulk, great strength, and a nice soft touch. He's either going to get you a deuce, or he's going to go to the line, or both.
Well, still plenty of ticks left on the clock, Coach. 5-point lead can vanish very quickly here.
Yeah. Oh, this game
is far from over.
Is far from over. Especially when you've got fellas like Martinez and Cosma on the court. And let me tell you something else, Coach. Mr. Jeremy, Masnio, and Stanley can put that ball in the hoop, too. Jeremy. Yeah.
Oh.
And as we spoke, Chad Jeremy drains the 3, and we're back down to a 2-point ball game.
We're getting our full 32 minutes worth of action here tonight.
Coach,
even with 10 seconds left, the outcome is still undecided.
People in this gymnasium are going to sleep well tonight, except for maybe the losing coach and the losing team. But everybody else is going to get a good night's sleep, because this has certainly been a great evening of high school basketball.
Well, I'm sure Sheehan will try to steal the inbounds pass. If not, foul quickly, put Lyman Hall on the line, and hope Lyman Hall makes 1 of 2 to still keep it on a one possession game.
Yeah. And right now, what Coach Catino needs to do is spread the floor, move it around, hope to get those 10 last ticks off the clock, but yet have his good free throw shooters and ball handlers in the game.
Where he's been going with these same 5 guys since early in the 4th quarter, so like he's going to stay with them.
And remarkably, Sheehan has not gone at Peter Lynch to try and get him out of the ball game. A little bit of confusion at half court there. And we've got a foul before the inbound. And Sheehan elects to foul Sam Rizzo.
Smart move, Coach.
Yeah,
A, no time off the clock, and B, I don't think Rizzo's been in the line in a very long time.
Correct. But let's see if Rizzo makes him pay. He misses the first. Plays right into Sheehan's hands. This is a 1-possession basketball game.
Wondering why Catino doesn't have a few guys up at the foul line. May put a little pressure on him as they come up. But
Coach, I'll tell you what here. Not having Joey Gaetano in this game now really hurts. Martinez. Block. Coach, I'm a little surprised there.
Once again, didn't go down low to the big guy. You have to wonder why.
Well, Coach, in that case there, I mean, we only had 2-3 seconds left on the clock. I'm amazed that they let it run down that far and didn't take the 3. Well, actually, Coach, excuse me, it's a 2-point lead. My mistake. You're absolutely right. I'm looking at the clock thinking we're up 3, but we're only up 2. Absolutely correct, Coach Lipka. Why didn't that ball go down low? Oh, well, 1 tick left on the clock. Lyman Hall going to the line, enjoying a 2-point lead. And the Trojan fans whooping and hollering behind us. And at the other end, the Sheehan cheerleaders leading the cheer of Sheehan. But at this juncture, Tom, things looking a little dismal.
I'm sure Coach Catino is just telling his players, let's shoot the foul shots. No stupid fouls.
Yeah, and here's the bad news, Coach, for the Titans. They are in the penalty situation here, having committed 10 fouls, and that's costly because Lyman Hall gets 2 shots. Lyman Hall can put in the first and then ice the game with the second. Or they could, if they wanted to, miss the second, but it wouldn't be good strategy because the fourth one puts the game away, that fourth point.
Frank, I'm really amazed by Scott Signor tonight. First game back all season. It seemed like he's picked up right where he left off from last year.
The big fella put the dagger.
He's the difference probably tonight, Coach.
Along with TJ DeLucia. They put the dagger in Sheehan. And two big shots here by Mr. Sam Rizzo with 1 second left on the clock. And even if he misses both, Coach, it's looking dismal for the Sheehan Titans. Rizzo makes the first. Second is no good. And this ball game is over, Coach. Final score, Lyman Hall 79, Sheehan 76, and what a comeback by the Lyman Hall Trojans.
What a great fourth quarter by the Trojans as the Titans had 67 points at the end of the third quarter and failed to even reach double digits in the fourth quarter there, Coach, as scoring only 9 points as the Trojans pulled out a victory tonight. Same thing with the girls, the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's the story of the ball game tonight because there was a time, Tommy, late in that third quarter when it looked like Sheehan, a Sheehan victory. They were leading by 10, cruising along, playing great basketball. The Lyman Hall forecourt was in serious foul trouble. And yet, Lyman Hall totally dominates the fourth quarter and wins this ball game.
You are correct, Coach.
All right, now, we're going to throw it back to our friends at WPS for a public service announcement, after which we'll be back with some gay statistics and a wrap-up, and, Coach, I think a couple of interviews. And here's that public service announcement from WPS. Oh, my God. Double headers. And we're not done yet. What do you want to get? You want to get Paul? And I think we ought to get TJ and Scott. They really have to be. Everyone to the Lyman Hall High School Gymnasium, where Lyman Hall has emerged victorious with a 3-point victory. And a big fella, Scott Signor. Nice to have you back on the court.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
You were out for a long time there. Was it an ankle injury?
Yeah, I ripped both of my ligaments on both sides of my ankle.
Coach, you came back in the nick of time here because you pulled our bacon out of the fire. And TJ, nice ball game tonight, Coach. You hit the clutch shots, handled well. Comment about tonight's ball game.
We knew that we had to come out and we had to play hard, and we just had to keep a couple of their shooters and keep them in like low scoring, and I think we did a good job of that, playing good defense, and we ran our offense, the way we're supposed to run it.
Coach Lipka and I commented that when the chips were down and we were down by 10 at the end of the third quarter, we mentioned Lyman Hall had to turn to their seniors, and the seniors had to come up big for the victory, and you did. Scott, you did. TJ, you did. Of course, the big fella, Peter Lynch, managed to stay out on the court, and we won the ball game. Who's up next for us, fellas? Scott?
What do we got? Hampton.
Hamden?
Yeah.
Well, Coach, we can't take too many exciting games like this every night. We hope next game's a little bit.
The old ticker.
But TJ, what's going down the game's close at the end? What's going through your mind as you get to the foul line? I'm sure a little pressure on you.
Basically just to block everything out and concentrate on making the shots, and make the shots.
Wait, you made them all tonight, Coach. And that was the difference in the ball game down the stretch, our foul shooting. As
no doubt
TJ
about
banged
it.
those 4 in at the end.
Scott and TJ's trays and going to the line and convert, and then the terrific Lyman Hall zone defense, that 2-3 back down low. I mean, really shut Sheehan down in that fourth quarter. Scott, how long have you actually been back out on the court now practicing with the team?
3 days. It was Wednesday. Wednesday I was back.
Well, Scotty comes out, right? Stone cold, gets the ball in his hands, and within 30 seconds he's got it between the twines. And that was the type of thing we needed. And you and TJ really were the most responsible for this Lyman Hall victory tonight. And TJ must be sweet to beat the Titans anytime.
Yeah, it was a huge game because my dad had, he coached all of them, and he always said that he thought that they would edge us, but we wanted this game pretty bad, so
we got it, and you fellas took it. Congratulations. I know we started off in the hole 0-3, but boy, we're really looking like a class team now, and we'd like to wish you guys the most terrific season and just keep on the way you're going. And Scotty, great to have you back. Thanks for coming up.
Thanks for coming up, TJ.
Thank you.
We got it done.
Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
I never looked at it.
Nice win. Enjoy the weekend. You earned it.
I'll go get the camera. I'm not used to this stuff.
Okay.
Get used to it.
Now we got to get Paul, and we're done.
Give them a big hand.
Let's get Paul.
I'm going to go down and try to get him, Coach.
We're not sturdy this year.
Not sturdy. Give us the word, Sass. Well, welcome back, everyone. Once again, we're on the heels of a 3-point Trojan victory. And, Coach, what a comeback. I mean, we can't keep having these heart problems and palpitations. Nice win.
Thank you, guys. It was, it was a real exciting game. Didn't look good for a while there. We're down 10, and a lot of foul trouble, a lot of adversity in the first half. But, you got to give the kids credit. They just never gave up. What a lift Scott Signor gave us coming back tonight, huh? I mean, he just came in and shot the ball. And we just made a decision we're going to live or die with him shooting the ball or Danny Schmidt shooting the ball because we weren't getting it inside, we weren't being effective with it inside. So we just say they're either going to shoot us into the game or shoot us out of it. So.
And Coach, you're absolutely right. Within 30 seconds, and I commented when we had Scotty and TJ up here, within 30 seconds of entering the ball game, he had the ball through the twine, Scott.
Yeah.
And Danny, even though he didn't shoot well offensively tonight, he put in the big tray when we needed it.
Yeah, he's a good shooter too, and sometimes I have to push him to look for his shot. He tends to be a little timid sometimes, and he's a shooter, and so is Scott. And I don't want him passing the ball when they got a shot. I mean, especially if they're wide open. But Scott is, he gets out of his car and he's ready to shoot right out of the car. That's it. He's, he's one of those guys who comes out of the locker room shooting. So he's. And you need those kind of guys. You need them to open the defense up, and spread the defense out more. And, we haven't been able to do that in a couple games earlier this year, really make people come out and defend that, If a team has one shooter, you can defend it, But if they have two, plus somebody inside, and of course, you can't say enough about TJ because he made some big shots too, and he can shoot the ball too. That's not his main responsibility. His main responsibility is to distribute the ball, to the other guys. But when he's left alone like he was tonight a couple times, he can bang it.
TJ calmly went to the line and sank 4 straight. I mean, like it was the first minute of the ball game.
Yeah. Well, he's a good free throw shooter, as is Signor. They're probably our two best percentage-wise. Danny Schmidt is too, but Danny doesn't get fouled a lot because he's not a ball handler necessarily, But those three, I'll live or die with any one of those three on the line. Rizzo made made one big one there, but he's still young, but any one of those other three, I'll go to the line with them anytime, and we'll leave it in their hands.
No doubt about it.
Well, Coach, we were commenting that Matt Cosma kind of drilled us there in the first 3 quarters, but he didn't seem to exist there in the fourth quarter. Did you tell your guys to conconcentrate on him, keep the ball out of your hands, or what did you tell your guys?
At halftime, if anybody had a gun, we're gonna wing him one, in the foot, and Matt lives right across the street from me, and he's played a lot of basketball in my driveway, to be honest with you, against my son. And I've seen him grow up and up and up and up, obviously. He is what you call a horse inside.
Yeah.
And you ride that horse as far as he'll take you. And they did. They did. In fact, they probably should have gone to him a little more, to be honest with you. They kind of came down and heaved a couple up.
We commented on that, Coach.
Yeah, which helped us. I think if they'd have been a little patient, sometimes when you get down 3, you think you need a 3 to stay in the game, and you don't. You can settle for 2 and take a timeout, or settle for 2 and press. I think if they'd have gone into Matt, we would have had a hard time defending him, especially with Peter with 4 fouls. But on the other hand, Peter made a great block there at the end, which was a big defensive play. So.
Yeah, and you were right on the money, Coach, with Cosma, because he's got a nice combination. I mean, he's got size, he's got toughness, and he's got, for a big guy, real nice hands.
He's got great hands, and he's just such a wide body. It's tough to move him out of there. He's actually, he looks in better condition than I've seen him in the last couple of years. So he's moving better, and he gets down on that block there, and you're not going to get him out of it. He's tough, very tough.
And Coach Peter Lynch, we mentioned at the beginning of the game, he seems to be our horse this year underneath. I know you couldn't have been happy with the foul trouble he got in, but comment about Pete's play this year.
Well, Peter has really been carrying us. I mean, I think the last, I don't know what he had tonight, but I think the last 3 games he's been averaging about 23 points a game and about 15 rebounds. So, he had his work cut out for him tonight because Sheehan is physical and Sheehan is big, and he got in early foul trouble. And I think he only played probably about a half of the game when you really come down to minutes played. But he has been playing great. He's a very active kid. He runs the floor very well. And he just is the type of kid, if we can open up the outside shooting, things are going to open up for him inside, and that's, hopefully
That's
we can
key.
do that more.
And we've added, as you said, another option with Scott coming back, so things are looking up.
Yeah.
Coach, we started off 0-3. You told me before the ball game that there was 2 games there that were heartbreakers. I mean, the Maloney one and the North Haven one, which could have been wins, but now we're off on a roll, Coach, 4 in a row.
Yeah, we are. We're 4. We won 4 in a row, and more importantly, we're 3-0 in the division. Okay, so we've got a leg up, depending on the rest of the results tonight. We've got a leg up on, I think, everybody now, because we've beaten Shelton, beaten Derby, beaten Sheehan. Cheshire has a loss, and Amity has a loss, I think. So we're either tied for first or we're in first by ourselves. And, that's where we feel we have to compete this year in our division. We really want to, that's one of our main goals is to try and win our division. That gets us into the SEC tournament. It also gets us into the state tournament, with 8 or 10 wins there. We play a tough schedule. We've got Hamden coming up Tuesday, and they are very athletic. We have Hill House down the road, Notre Dame down the road, Guilford down the road,
Tough ball games.
Yeah, we're in the thick of it. It's a very tough league, in all sports, and all I can say is, you couldn't ask for a better game time. Every fan that was sitting here, I commented to the kids when Scott Signor's shot went up. There wasn't one fanny in the seats right here. Everybody was in the air when his shot went in, and it was great. I think it's great to see that.
Coach, we commented 87 points up on the board at halftime. We commented that the fans got their money's worth before the first quarter was over. But where else in the world can you get this kind of entertainment for your dollar and bang for your buck than in high school athletics? It's terrific.
I agree.
And I want to congratulate
Thank
you,
you.
Coach. Sleep well tonight because it was a great win. And I know we'll sleep well, and I'm sure all the Lyman Hall faithful will. But congratulations, Coach.
Thanks,
Those
man.
games you mentioned, we're looking forward to broadcasting because they're going to be some great ball games. If they have half the excitement of tonight, our fans at home are in for a treat.
We hope so. We hope to make it exciting.
Thank you very much for coming up, and good luck with
Thanks,
the season.
guys. Can I get this tape?
Yeah, as soon as we wrap it up.
Okay, I'll
Okay.
be down. Yeah, let's get it wrapped up. Yep. Alrighty. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
And we'd like to thank Coach Catino for coming up. And right now we'll break for a quick WPS public service announcement, and then we'll be back with a quick wrap-up of tonight's game. Thank you. Come on in, Brian.
Yeah.
You got the final score and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on to that. Let's give Davey a little segue, and then we'll come back in.
Okay. Get together or stand down, Brian. One or the other.
Come on down.
How do we do this?
Right there.
All right.
That's fine.
Okay, you're on.
Well, welcome back, everyone. Here we are in the Lyman Hall Gymnasium, and everybody's cleared out. It looks like it's just the Three Musketeers here, and let's turn it over to Brian Doyle for some post-game stats. Brian?
Okay, here we go. For Sheehan, the leader, the final score was Lyman Hall 79, Sheehan 76. For Sheehan, the leader was Matt Cosmo with a game-high 37 points. For Lyman Hall, TJ DeLucia with a career-high 28 points. Scott Signor with 16 points. Peter Lynch with 15 points. Sam Rizzo with 9, Dan Schmidt with 8, Parcell with 2, and Minnick with 1.
Brian, thanks a lot for your ever-present assistance here, getting those stats for us, and a terrific game, Coach.
Terrific
Any
game.
final thoughts before we go off the air?
Well, for our first telegast, very exciting ball game, and I'm sure we're going to have many more at the gymnasium this year.
Well, it was great to start off with a bang with a Sheehan Lyman Hall doubleheader in which we get 2 W's, and it's terrific. And for our broadcast crew, for myself and my co-broadcast partner Tom Lipka, our statistician Brian Doyle, and our cameraman David Sassy, thanks for tuning in, and good night.